Alrighty guys, so welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we have some pretty big news over here on both the global and the Japanese version. So, turns out that Golden Week is going to be a global and a Japanese thing, so who would have guessed? So for those of you who don't know, Golden Week is a celebration that usually for us would come out at around November. So again, November of this year of 2021 is when we would get the Golden Week dual Dokkan Fest, but they decided to change it, and now we're going to be celebrating it with the Japanese version as well. Again, this was the notice in the news. Again, it's going to be entirely GT themed because the V-Jump scans told us that there's going to be a GT Legendary Goku event. LRB Pan is going to get her EZA. There's going to be a new stage of the Infinite Dragon Ball history that's going to be GT themed. So basically the whole GT celebration, or Golden Week celebration, is going to be GT themed, of course. So for those of you who don't know who this is Kid Goku. Again, Goku in the GT timeline. What's his name again? Dude, I forget. Pilaf and the other, little minions he's got. They do, they summon, Shenron with the Dragon Balls. Something goes wrong. Then for some reason they turn Goku into a kid. Again, it's a pretty weird first episode, but again, Goku essentially is turned back into a child, and then the series obviously progresses with, Goku being a child trying to get back to his regular normal self. So again, this is Super Saiyan Kid Goku, and then they also have a Super Saiyan GT Vegeta. Again, they're teasing new Dokkan events, and again, in today's video, essentially what we're going to be doing is kind of speculating what these two units, number one, could look like, or what they could do. So I think this has to be said right away. Obviously, they're going to be transforming units, number one, because last week's Golden Week was Gotenks and Boo, and again, they were transforming, they had active skills, and then the year before that, it was Trunks and Zamasu, same thing. So again, transforming is basically a huge part of the Golden Week units, because all of them, except for the second and the first Golden Week, have all been, transforming units. So again, that is to be expected. Again, if we go over here to the GT, side of Goku, again, Goku's got base, he's got Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Golden Ape, and then obviously Super Saiyan 4. Now, what I think could happen is similar to this unit all the way up here. I think we could get a transforming GT version of this Goku. Now, of course, we all know this Goku, he transforms Super Saiyan 2, 3, God, and then obviously goes into blue. What I think that they could do with this GT Goku is they could easily do this with him. Make it so that he starts off as, Super Saiyan. Then he transforms into Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. He could maybe transform into Golden Ape. I don't think he's going to do that. And then Super Saiyan God would just be Super Saiyan 4, and then the blue version would be full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They could easily do that with that Goku. Because again, it would follow the same, transformation as the, the Dragon Ball Super transforming Goku, essentially. Because if we take a look at it, it has been a very long time since they've ever done a full transforming unit. In fact, the last one that they did was Vegeta. Where is he? He is right here. This is the last transforming unit that they've done, that transforms consecutively. And he came out on the 18th of March of 2019. So again, we are long overdue for another, transforming unit. And again, just taking a quick look at Vegeta. Again, Vegeta's only got this card of Super Saiyan, and that's about it. Because Vegeta in GT, he only really goes Super Saiyan. Again, that is before, of course, he gets absorbed by Baby, and then he becomes Baby Vegeta, Baby 1, Baby 2, Baby 3, Great Ape. Of course, this technically doesn't count because he never really goes Super Saiyan 3 in GT. Again, these are just kind of randomly made cards for some reason. And then, of course, we all know that, Vegeta does go Super Saiyan 4, but again, technically this isn't a canon transformation, so we just kind of, just ignore that. But yeah, again, they could easily do a full transforming, version for Goku, or Another big thing is that they can make it so that he goes from Super Saiyan to then Super Saiyan 3, active skill, into Super Saiyan 4. That's another thing that they could do, similar to what Trunks and Zamasu and then the Gotenks and Buu did. So first off, it's Super Saiyan, turn, 3, it's Super Saiyan 3, active skill into Super Saiyan 4. Same thing with Vegeta. They could do, they're teasing a Super Saiyan Vegeta, and again, Vegeta really only goes Super Saiyan. So what they could do for Vegeta, I guess, is maybe do Super Saiyan Vegeta. He then goes into, Grade Ape, for some reason. Again, because really, the jump with Vegeta is it's literally Super Saiyan, and then it's just Super Saiyan 4. So there's like no in between with Vegeta. Unless they decide to do Super Saiyan 2, which then, of course, that would be the first Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta ever in Dokkan, because again, we don't have the Super Saiyan 2 version. So again, with Vegeta, they could do Super Saiyan 2, active skill, Super Saiyan 4. Again, that's what they could do with Vegeta. Again, that's what they could do with Goku. But until we have more information, that's really all that we're going off of, is just kind of speculations. And I don't think it's going to be like a transforming unit every single time, like, Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta are. Because again, Vegeta doesn't have enough forms to actually do that. Unless they make, Goku a full transforming unit, and then, of course, they do Vegeta, where he's Super Saiyan 2, active skill into Super Saiyan 4. Of course, they could do that, but again, we'll see. Or they could even drop Baby. Again, that's another one that no one's talking about, but, out of nowhere, they could easily drop, a new Baby card. And English, God. They could do just Super Saiyan Vegeta, then they could go into Baby Vegeta, and then Super Baby 1, Baby 2, and then they could just leave it as Super Baby 2 Giant Ape, because that's technically his final form. So yeah, that's what they could do with Vegeta. Again, that's just like one idea out of like hundreds that they could do with them. They could just, who knows? For all we know, this could literally be the SSR, card art. Where it's just like the SSR is Super Saiyan, and then the Dokkan, fully Dokkan Awakened one is, a standalone Super Saiyan 4, Goku and Vegeta. Because again, with JP having the same name update, you can run 2 of the same units on a team. And again, this no longer is an issue, so they're probably going to start spamming the Super Saiyan 4s at us. We're probably going to see, a lot more Super Saiyan full powers. And of course, with Vegeta, we're gonna see way more of him, with the same name update. So again, there's a lot of different things that they could do with Vegeta as well as Goku. But until we get the details for them, we're basically gonna know nothing. Alright, so another thing I wanted to talk about is potential units that could, EZA during the celebration. So as we know, again, it's going to be GT themed. So EZAing both of these guys make a lot of sense because, number one, there are technically only 4 120% leads that still need to get their EZAs. These two, Cooler, and then I think it's Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. Those are the only 120% leaders that still need their EZAs. And to me, it makes a whole lot of sense to go ahead and EZA both of these guys. The reason for that, though, is because, again, where else would they EZA them? That's another big thing. Where would they EZA these guys? It makes no sense to just randomly drop this guy onto, like, a completely random celebration that has nothing to do with him. While they could easily drop both of their EZAs during a GT-themed, Golden Week celebration, which is being celebrated by both Global and JP. Number one, it's going to be super hype, and number two, this is 60 free stones right here. 60 free stones, and let's be honest, who doesn't like free stones, I don't. So again, they could easily EZA these two. Again, my idea is very easy. Make this 150% attack and defense. You guys can keep this the same, and then up this to raise his defense by 50% for 6 turns, and then that's all they have to do. Just do that, and this Goku's instantly good. Vegeta, on the other hand, might need a little bit of work. Again, and bump this up to maybe, same thing with Goku, 150% attack and defense, and make it so that he greatly raises defense on super attack, and then greatly lowers attack. Boom. That's all you got to do with Vegeta. Keep the rest of his passive the same. There's really not much they have to do to these guys. And again, just looking at these two units, Vegeta, I would say, technically is better because, again, he's going to be more of a buff to the, more categories like Saviors, Worthy Rivals, Miraculous Awakening, Prodigal Warriors, Vegeta's family, while Goku is really only going to be just another added, strength to the Pure Saiyans. Goku's family, Kamehameha, Giant Ape Power. I mean, it technically does need more units, but, it's got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, so what else do you need? Turtle School, which has basically every Goku ever, and then Miraculous Awakening, which is, I believe, UI Goku's category. So again, not a whole lot needs to be done to these guys. With the stats buff with the buff from their stats English that they're going to be getting from their EZAs, just increasing the numbers, not even increasing, just slapping defense is really all they're going to need. Oh, all right. After that train wreck of a segment, good lord, I need to learn how to speak better. Like, my lord. We're now going to go over to the GT link, and we're going to pull up some other units that could potentially get, EZAs as well. So my plan for, what I think that could happen for Golden Week is obviously you have the dual Dokkan Fest, you have the 2 EZAs for the Goku and the Vegeta separate, so you got 2 EZAs right there. They might release an explosive chain battle during this, against, Omega Shenron or, Baby, So, that's another potential. And then I think they could also have an easy area, because if we take a look at some of the units on the easy area, these two are right in line to get their EZAs. It's going to be this Super Saiyan 2 Kid Goku, and then this Majube. So for those of you who don't know, again, the Extreme Z area for the Hero and Villain Extermination event, technically these guys are next in line when it comes to getting their EZAs. So again, they could have an Extreme Z area, boom, they EZA these guys for the Hero and Villain Extermination event. Again, just quickly looking at him, I think Majube is probably going to be the better one to go for. Just because, again, he's going to be, buffing Earthlings, Saviors, Connected Hopes, Bond of Master and Disciple. His link set is decent. Things like Cold Judgment, Fused Fighter, Shattering the Limit. Again, really good key links. Master of Magic is really, not a good one just because, again, no one really has it. Majin, I guess, could be good if you're running him on, the Power Absorption category, but he's not even on there. He's not even on, the Majin Power category. Oh, actually, no, he is. So, Master of Magic and Majin is pretty good for him at level 10, because, it does give Ki at level 10, which is good, but, again, he's solid, this Majube is going to be very solid. And then, again, with this passive, they could do a lot, because these guys came out in on the Japanese version, Majube came out in 2016, and so did this guy, so, just looking at this Goku, again, very good link set, not a whole lot of categories, but there's a lot of stuff that they could do with these units. Alright, and then I wanted to pull up some other units that could potentially get, the regular, Extreme Z area besides the Hero and Villain Extermination one, because with those two, they're literally just gonna, add new stages to the already existing one. But I'm pulling up some units that could potentially get both EZAs and Awakenings. I forgot to mention that as well. Is this Sin Shenron? And then it is, where is he? Where are you? I think, hey, it's this guy. Let's go. It's number 1, this Sin Shenron. This Sin Shenron could easily get an Awakening and an EZA, as well as Metal Rildo, and I think it makes a whole lot of sense because they could do a super class, EZA for the Majube, and then the Goku, and then they could do an extreme class where, Metal Rildo, and then this Sin Shenron go ahead and get both an Awakening and an EZA. Because if we take a look at them, again, they released in 2016, literally, not even that far from the game's release, because the game released in 2015. So, again, they're very, very old. Very, very old units. So, again, I do believe these guys could easily get, really, really good EZAs. Especially this Sin Shenron, again, just make him a really good defensive unit, because he's already got 11,300 defense for an SSR. So, very good. And then, of course, this Metal Rildo right here, only gets 10,000 defense. So, they have a lot to go off with these units. They have a lot to work with. Again, their passives and their super attack effects are pretty minimal and not very good. So, I do have hope that they could, EZA these guys, and just make them super good and then just like super dominant, because Metal Rildo is going to buff artificial life forms, and then this Sin is going to be a buff to both Shadow Dragon and Inhuman Deeds. So anyways, again, that's kind of like my idea of what they could do with this GT celebration. Again, there's a lot of units here that could get Easy A's and Awakenings. You know, just to name a couple that I didn't pull up is this Trunks, this Goku right here. You know, all the Pans could easily get, you know, Easy A's. This Baby could get an Easy A. So, you know, there is just a whole lot of potential, you know, on this category team. You know, well, I mean, it's not technically a GT category, but, you know, most of these units are already on the Shadow Dragon saga, except for like a couple like Baby and all of that. But again, a lot of potential on this category. They could do they could Easy A ton of units on the GT category, and I would absolutely not mind. Again, just a lot of stuff that they could do. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Actually, before I go, I should have touched on this, but again, we're basically caught up with JP except for Videl and this World Tournament and like Tapion. You know, those are literally the only two things that we're missing, besides obviously the anniversary. Because again, if you take a look at Global's timeline, we're all caught up. We have literally everything. So again, there is not a whole lot that they have to give us at this point. Again, Trunks and Goten for sure are another one that we don't have, but they're gonna be released before the anniversary, because again, that's what they did with Dokkan Fest Beerus, that's what they did with Dokkan Fest Kid Goku. So again, that's typically how they do things. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Again, you guys can let me know what you guys think of the GT celebration that I kind of have in mind, where it's going to have the Super Saiyan 4's Easy A, it's going to have the Hero and Villain Extermination Extreme Z area, Easy A Majub and Kid Goku, and then a separate Extreme Z area for like Sin Shenron, Metal Rildo, and then potentially a ton of other units that they could, you know, Easy A for GT. So just a whole lot of Easy A's I think is going to be really good. Maybe an explosive chain battle. Of course, we know the new Legendary Goku event for GT themed is coming. We know B-Pan's going to get an Easy A. We know a new stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history is coming. So, you know, just a whole lot of content to throw at us, because it's going to be both a global and a JP thing. So anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today's video, and I will see you all next time.